Welcome back to the Revitalized podcast. I don't know what's going on right now. It's your boy Vital. I'm here with Sonny and Travis again. How you guys doing?
Very good.
Revitalized.
Revitalized. There we fucking go. All right. We were just talking about cats. I don't even know what we're getting at with that, but something about cats can jump like a ridiculous amount, untrained. I think that's a beautiful thing.
I mean, I love cats.
I love cats too. I'm a new cat lover.
Unpopular opinion. Cats are actually smarter than dogs.
I don't think so.
I think some cats are smarter than some dogs, and then some dogs are.
Yeah, I think like they might
close.
be smarter in some ways, but that's basically like it. I feel.
I think they're close.
I mean, you've had a dog for a large.
Yeah,
part
no,
of your-
not a very smart dog. Respectfully, to my dog.
But some dogs are so smart, like German Shepherds.
Yeah,
and,
exactly. Yeah, some dogs are crazy smart, and
Border
then
collies, like the ones that herd sheep and shit like that, and they know like to run a certain way just to get the sheep to go a certain way.
yeah, I feel like cats are more like an average cat's more smart than an average dog in certain aspects, but
Yeah.
they can like plot more and scheme more. You know, they seem to understand what's going on. They could throw some jukes in here and there. You know, like, but a dog is like in a way like more smarter and more intelligent in the way where he's like more loyal. Like dogs like saving their owners and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like a cat's never gonna save its owner really. You know what I mean?
Cats gonna eat. They eat
Yeah,
their owners.
yeah, exactly. But a dog like can literally save your life. You know what I mean? Like there's service dogs I don't see no service cats. You know what I mean?
You're not speaking from experience, though.
No, I'm just speaking from logic right now.
And
You know what I mean? I think
there
like
are service cats, but they act differently. Because
they're
cats.
service cats.
Yeah, they're not called service cats, but like lots of places utilize cats to like not tame, to eat all the rats and shit like that. I call that a service cat. It's doing a service.
Yeah. I guess
It's not like leading a blind person or something like that.
Yeah, it's not like
but
the canine unit. Or like there's like the fucking
sniffing out bombs and shit.
Yeah, it's like
No,
the cat unit. They just send it about. They just all do their own thing. Start pissing everywhere. Like
I wouldn't. If I
fuck
was,
it's just like fucking hell. Daisy, we trained you for 6 weeks, and this is what we get back. Like what the fuck's going on? Like read about the fucking canine unit. They getting shit
They're
done.
hyped
You
for
know?
it, yeah.
Exactly. Like they're like fuck, it's game time, boys. Let's fucking go. Like.
yeah.
if I was blind, I definitely wouldn't trust a cat.
Hell no. Bro, they're leading you in like the sketchiest
Man.
areas. You just fucking someone like walks up to you like, what are you doing here, sir? Like, I don't know, my cat brought me here. You just buy like a sewer hole. It's
Just staring in it.
just staring in it. Like,
Man, and the Egyptians used to like worship cats as gods, which is
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
yeah, I think they're dope in their own way. They're very selfish, you know.
Yeah.
Like maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're just less obedient. Maybe they are more intelligent.
No, they don't. And apparently, they don't care about like. Apparently, they understand their names too. Like,
Yeah.
when you call their names, but if they just won't come like dogs normally do.
Yeah.
Do,
That's
do,
very
do you like
interesting.
hairless cats?
No, they creep me the fuck out. Those hairless, the Sphinx cats. Yeah, they creep me out. They're cool, but
Yeah, I had a friend in like high school or middle school or some shit like that. And he's like, yo, I got a cat, bro. I'm like, oh, okay. And like, I don't really fuck with cats at the time. You know, I was like, well, cool. He's like, yeah, you want to come over and play Halo? I'm like, bet, let's do it. Go over, and he's just like chilling with this little fucking rat.
oh, it was a hairless cat.
It's literally a hairless cat, and it was just like, I just couldn't get down with it, you know? It just wasn't, like, it was like,
Like, how do
it
I
was
pet
kind of
this thing?
sad. It was just sad. It looked like it was, like, gonna die or something, like, I don't know, man. It was-
In Winnipeg, that'd be even horrible.
Yeah, it'd be so cool.
yeah, it's kind of cruel. Like, get all those fucking hairless cats down to Florida or some shit, man. Like, they could stay warm.
I've seen people who used to put their cats outside in the winter to
That's
'cause,
fucked up.
you know, they're like, oh, it's so dirty with the cat litter.
What the
Because-
fuck?
You know what I mean? Like, so they put the cat litter outside, so when the cat had to, do the business, the cat goes outside.
How would it get outside? Like, it's just standing by the doors and then
the
they let it
person
out?
lived in an apartment, right? So there was
it
like
balcony?
it was a balcony
Mm.
on a terrace, whatever, and up like a.
Holy fuck, just letting the cat out on the balcony. That seems heat.
That's fucked.
Bro,
In the winter.
one wrong jump and that fucking... Yeah, that's...
Probably thinks it's this little playground or something too.
Yeah.
And if you've ever seen cat on catnip,
Oh yeah, they're crazy.
Oh
They'll
yeah,
do
no.
anything.
that
I've seen that cat on catnip, bro.
yeah.
Boone is a legend, though.
Yeah.
3 minutes ago, he was just eating the...
It's a she.
She. I apologize. I love you, Boone. You gorgeous. I wouldn't trade you for the world. I mean, I don't have a cat, so... I don't have a choice in that department.
Yeah, I got like 3 cats at my parents' place, and one of them's like a predator. It stalks around everywhere, all crazy. You can tell that it's like super sharp, and then one of it's just dopey as shit, and it eats food and just lays there like a loaf of bread all day. 2 completely different cats. Like, it's funny how they got different personalities. Cats too.
Cat or dog?
I think overall, I think dog. But I genuinely love cats to the bottom of my heart. I got a cat that I love to the bottom of my heart. But dogs are just more of companions to me.
100%.
What do you think people don't like cats?
Well, lots of people don't like dogs too. There's a lot of people that don't like dogs.
But it's like a general thing that most people will prefer a dog over a cat.
I think that's like the man's best friend type thing. Like dogs, I think, is one of the very first things we ever befriended as humans.
Yeah, that makes sense, actually.
Back in the day when we were cavemen.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably like before we could even like speak a language.
Mm-hmm.
We had already like befriended dogs.
It's just like the longest buddy we've had for the longest time.
Exactly. Yeah, and horses too. I don't know how the hell they got horses. like, what did they do for that? Like, dog makes sense. A dog, there would have been one nice dog, and then brought him back to the pack, and they're like, yeah, see, this guy's chill. And then, like, okay, and, like, it makes sense. Like, how the hell do you, like, make friends with a horse?
Imagine how many people died trying to tame the first horse.
Yeah, bro, those things would have been fun. How the hell would you do that?
But when I was a kid, I went to, like, this camp, and there was horses there. And I have this distinct memory of me just standing behind this horse and just petting it from the back. And I'm just like, now thinking as an adult, I'm like, man, why the fuck was I just standing behind a horse, just touching its leg?
Could have got booted, bro.
Yeah. I was like,
you could have had 3 less brain cells.
oh, 100%. I'd be like,
now.
brain done 100%. Like,
oh, Lord. Do you love horses, though? You ever took a ride on a horse?
I rode a horse, yeah. I don't love them. I'm not like a horse person or nothing. I understand their value. They're super valuable to humans, especially before we had cars.
I wonder how the first guy figured out horses just need to eat hay. You're just sitting there just watching them in the field.
They're just bringing them like beef and shit like that. They're like preparing all this meat for them, and then they're just not eating it. Or what the fuck? And then they just see them one day just eating grass.
Do you think they try to milk the horses?
Pause, bro. I don't know, man.
I mean, like,
I don't know. There's no udder, bro.
I'm sure they try.
How do you know? How do you know?
I know that's a job actually for sure. Milking the never mind.
Every female creature of all species somehow secretes a certain milky or creamy substance.
Yeah, but like
for the fetus or
cows
for the
and
babies.
goats and shit have fucking udders.
Do you guys think it's weird that we drink like other animals' milk?
Yeah.
Because we're the only animal that drinks another animal's milk.
Yeah, it's definitely weird as hell. It's weird as hell.
It tastes good as shit.
Would
But
you drink chicken milk?
No, what the fuck? That sounds disgusting, man.
even goat milk or sheep milk, I honestly don't even think I'd drink.
Goat milk is weird, man. I've tried goat cheese and like goat milk.
Goat cheese
when I
is
was a
amazing.
kid.
I love goat cheese.
I remember for a period of time when I was younger, my mother bought a lot of fucking goat meat, and we ate that for like a period of time.
Yeah, goat's good meat too. Oh, you don't like it?
I can't do it. Goat meat is. People are like, oh, have some lamb.
I was gonna say lamb shanks.
I'm good.
Lamb
Gives me
shanks are good.
runs. Have you ever tried goat meat?
Yeah, well, like, I've had lamb.
Do you like it?
I like lamb, yeah. I like lamb and a nice gyro.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Do you know what will really fuck you up?
What?
Goat meat and sweet potatoes.
Why? That sounds like a good meal.
That'd be a good combo, yeah.
Delicious. Correct. Delicious. Just call me the next day. Let me know what happens. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. It's a different combination of foods to be eaten.
God, yeah.
And it's
fair enough.
delicious. Like How often do you eat sweet potatoes? Think about
Honestly, I eat sweet potatoes all the time.
it. Like all the time?
I would say like probably
I've never
two times a
seen-
week.
Yeah, and Trav
times a
has
week,
sweet
yeah.
potatoes a lot for sure.
Because
I see it.
they're always fucking like 99 cents for a pound at the local grocery store.
Yeah.
You can get like 3 sweet potatoes. You cut it in half. Half a sweet potato will like fill you up if you eat it with something else. So it's like
What's your background? Like Italian?
no, it's a bunch of different things. It's English, obviously, French, Czechoslovakian, Mongolian, Hungarian. There's a lot of shit.
It's like the whole.
Anything
the
you're
whole
missing in there?
content
Czechoslovak.
Definitely
I
missing
can't even
something in
pronounce
there.
that word. So you're a little bit Mongolian. You're just like a mixed.
Just a little
I don't want to say it, but a mixed pup. And you're Finnish.
Yeah, I'm Finnish and Canadian. My dad's Icelandic, Métis.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
Yours too.
but my mom's a straight
Mhm.
100% Finnish, so yeah, I was very in touch with my Finnish culture growing up.
Do you know?
Shout out to my Finns, love y'all.
Have you ever tried to like learn any like words in like?
Yeah, when I was young, I was gonna learn Finnish, and then I realized it's like respectfully like not the most useful language to have. You know, like if you learn French, it makes a lot more sense. It's like
Seems super difficult too.
yeah, no,
like
it's
Finnish.
yeah.
Every language is pretty difficult to learn for the most part, but
Well, and like when you go to Finland too, like in most places, especially the bigger cities, like everyone knows how to speak English, so it's like really no reason that I would learn it now. Unfortunately, maybe I would just to honor my culture. I don't know, but who could I speak it with? That's the thing. Like
Not too
let's
many
go to
people.
Finnish meetups or something so you can all talk to each other.
Like my mom doesn't even speak it, so
Do you think she even knows like a little bit of it?
yeah. She used to speak it, but like yeah, all her family has passed now, right? So it's like.
Recipes.
Yeah, so there's no like we don't have any Finnish like family here anymore, really. So
Where this is gonna sound dumb as hell,
yeah,
but I'm just being honest. Where's Finland again? Like
it's
just in global general.
It's in between Sweden and Russia. It's right on the left side of Russia.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I thought for
They're
some reason
neighbors,
I don't
yeah.
know. I thought it was close to like Iceland or something like that.
Yeah, well, Iceland's a little bit further away, but yeah, no, like when my grandpa was born, in World War II, he had to evacuate and then actually got taken over by Russia.
Damn.
So where he was born, it's not even part of Finland anymore. It was part of Russia.
That's crazy.
It's part of Russia now, yeah. Yeah, deadly fucking battle, man. There was way less Finns too, way more Russians, but there was like some crazy battle in the winter, and the Finns just fought them off and defended them with like a fraction of the amount of soldiers. It was crazy. There was this one guy. Fuck, I forget his name. I think it was like Ice Death or something like that, and like or White Death. I think they called him, and he was like literally 5'11", and like he was just or 5'3". Sorry, he was like a short motherfucker, and
Is he a sniper?
he was a sniper.
Oh, I heard about this
He's
story,
like the
yeah.
world's deadliest sniper
Yeah.
supposedly, and he just like would just like hide out and just fucking snipe people, and then he'd wear like all white. He put snow in his mouth so his breath
Oh
wouldn't show.
yeah. I heard
Yeah.
about that. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, he was like deadliest guy, and that was probably the deadliest asset of the fucking Finnish army. That's for sure.
What war was this?
World War II.
World War II.
Yeah.
Ice Death was that his name? What?
White Death.
White
I'm
Death.
pretty sure it was. Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
What
This
did
guy
they
was-
call
this
him?
guy
The
was
White Death?
fucked.
Like,
Because you probably just saw white.
was
he
it
was
like
dead.
a Winter Soldier type thing? Like one of those like
He was a
cold
sniper.
motherfucker. You know,
Yeah.
like, that's what I could imagine. You know,
I'll pull up
just,
some pictures here
like,
for you.
You would never see it coming type thing. The White Death.
His name was Simo Haya.
Simo.
Simo, yeah.
Yeah, often referred to by his nickname, the White Death. Yeah, he was born in 1905.
That sounds like it should be like in like a video game or like COD or something.
Yeah, no, exactly. I don't know what fucking else to really check about this guy, but this guy was fucking deadly. Yeah, he died at the age of 96.
Holy shit.
So, like, he fucking...
Oh, he lived a good life.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, he had 138 sniper kills in 22 days.
Say one more time.
Yeah.
What again?
He had 138 sniper kills in 22 days.
Jesus.
in the
That's
month of
insanity.
December 1939. Yeah, so he had like a crazy kill
How
count.
old was he at that time?
And how many people
He
is
would
that
have
a
been
day?
like he would have been like
That's like
he would have
straight
been like
up
35.
10, 12 people a day or
Yeah,
something.
no, this guy would just get up and murder guys every day.
That's crazy.
Insane.
He raised the mortality rate for any country he was in. That's insane. And you say he was from Finland?
Yeah, he's a Finnish guy. Bro, look at this guy's face because he got fucking shot a couple times.
Yeah, I've definitely seen this guy. That's crazy.
Isn't that fucked?
How many languages did he speak? Because I know back then all those people like spoke like what 10,
Yeah, especially
6 languages. That was like
Yeah,
the norm.
it was an explosive bullet fired by a Red Army soldier hit his lower left jaw. Yeah. He appeared to be dead. He was placed on a pile of dead bodies. And then I guess they might have just dipped out and then he fucking got away.
Holy shit! What a lucky bastard.
I'm pretty sure I actually watched a video on him just the other day. He did a few crazy things. Like,
Yeah, I don't even know. I've watched it a few times too, a few certain ones about him. But yeah, this guy is a crazy motherfucker. Either way, do you guys think prostitution should be legal?
Why not?
Yeah.
it basically has been like semi-legal since Paris times. Like back in the Renaissance, they had brothels and shit like that. And
Yeah.
it's been like in a very gray area.
Yeah, do you think it should be like kind of like the way that like marijuana's been like?
I personally
fucking
think it should be legalized just so that it can keep the like no matter what happens, people are gonna be doing it. It doesn't matter if it's illegal or legal, people are gonna be selling their bodies for it.
sure.
So you may as well, you should be trying to make it as safe an industry as you possibly can. And right now we're trying to criminalize the people that are doing it, even though they're probably people who are going through a rough time and just need money. And yeah, I personally think 100% it should be. It shouldn't be like. I don't think it should be advertised to people growing up being like, "Hey, you should be trying to join this industry." But if you happen to be in that industry, it should be as safe as possible for sure.
Totally
sure.
agree.
Yeah.
Because I read somewhere that back in the day, like way back in like ancient times, that's so funny.
Sorry, talk about your ancient times, bro. Let's go.
Anyways, motherfucker. Back in the day, motherfucker. I read. I'm gonna get this off, and then we'll talk about what the fuck is so funny. In ancient times, people used to give off their daughters and whatnot because it was profitable.
No, this is real. I'm interested in what you're
I
saying.
know.
I'm interested in what
I
you're
can't
saying.
stop laughing.
In
though.
like
It's
ancient China,
bad,
right?
it's
So
bad.
like, a father would be proud if her daughter was like, giving her doing work to bring money back to the family,
For sure. Yeah.
and that was what it was. And like, I'm not making this up. You can search this up. Back in those days, not recent days.
Honestly, pretty recently, that's still a thing. Like I'd say probably like 300 years ago, that was still a thing.
I mean, hell, you're right. OnlyFans.
Like honestly, yeah.
You don't think fucking these people's families are not proud that their daughters are bringing in money?
I did.
And she's not even going to meet anybody in the streets. She's actually safe at home
Yeah.
with what the fuck she wants to do with good lighting.
Yeah, no, for
Come on.
sure. No, it's the safest way to do it for sure. I'm just like, yeah, it's an interesting thing. And what do you think about like people pimping?
Pimping is dead.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I think that's pretty shitty because it's just. I think that's like, if it's one of those like situations where they're like kind of preying on vulnerable girls, I think that's super shallow. I think that's like you're very much taking advantage of someone at a very low point. So I think pimping is. I obviously have no place to speak on it besides where I'm at right now, but I don't agree with it.
Where are you right now?
I think that like I think if it's done, it should just be very. And I'm not even a corporate person, but I think it should be very corporated. So then it's as safe as possible. But
as long as it's like a fair give and take type situation, I see what you're saying. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like
then you can have safety guidelines and rules that are actually like actually enforced and shit. So yeah.
For the most part, I would say I agree with you, because like people have rights nowadays. But I do know there are situations where it's profitable for both parties, because if you are in a situation where you have a certain like addiction, whatever, then it's like it's better for you to have somebody to manage you.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
But no, I'm no expert.
No, exactly. It's obviously there for a reason. But either way, I thought it was an interesting topic. And for all the people out there, we're not laughing at inappropriate times for no reason. It is just because today we were cooking with mushrooms, we'll say. And if you know what that means, then you know what it means. So
no, I do think it's a super good question too, and I think it's a super interesting topic.
Yeah, no, it's very it's an interesting topic for sure.
And it's I think it's super interesting. I've heard it's one of the like very first industries or businesses that humans started was like doing that, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah,
it is pretty crazy, but it's also like it makes sense, cause like
you have that lighter.
If you look at the right here. If you look like in like even in like the Bible and shit, what is taboo? Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the sexual act when
you're not in marriage.
Exactly. So like stuff like that have been like those are like old. These books are like from like damn near the beginning of civilization, since people could like make a language to even communicate with each other. So like
there's probably books before that one too. You're talking about
we
the
don't
same
even
shit.
know about them, cause
I got a question for you guys. It's completely unrelated to what are you done?
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay, I got a question for you guys. It's completely unrelated, but I was thinking about it earlier. Okay, so hypothetical world. You have two options here. It's about music and your own musical ability. This is a personal question. You guys taking into account your own musical ability here.
All right.
Would you rather have a life where on Spotify you're in the top 50 streamed artists for the rest of your life, but you never go above top 25, so you're in between 50 or 25? Or would you rather have all the knowledge, musical knowledge, all the knowledge you have right now, and go back to when you're 12 years old and restart your music career?
Say that one more time.
Okay, I'll try to explain a little better.
I got what you meant.
Yeah. Would you rather?
So you would rather have?
You have two different lives here. One life, you're in the top 50 Spotify streamed artists, but you will never go above 25. You'll never go above the 25 top artists.
Yeah.
Or your other life, you have all the knowledge that you have right now about creating music, marketing, everything, social networking and everything. And you go back to when you're 12 years old, back to when it was like 2013 or whatever as well.
Option 2.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm taking the top 50 just because there's a little bit of luck that's involved as well. And you're 12 years old, man. You don't even know like how like immature you are at 12 until like you realize like 12 is like you got time to fuck that up. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, sure, you might be like some young prodigy or whatever, but like you don't know what the fuck, man. Like once like fucking drugs and girls come around, bro, that's different. You know. I don't know, man. I was watching. Have you guys heard of fucking Kid Nation or whatever it's called?
No.
Oh man, this show is fucked. There's like they basically dropped off like 40 kids in this like abandoned town, like it's like a western town, like a saloon type shit vibe, you know. And they're just like, hey, figure it out, and they have to like, and they're all like fucking 12 and between the ages of 8 and 15, but there's only like one 15-year-old and he's like an asshole. And the leaders are all like 10 to 12. And it's just like, bro, these kids are smart for being a kid, but like at the end of the day, they're their age, you know, and they can't really figure it out. So They don't even know how to fucking boil water.
But that has nothing to do with the fact that those kids don't have the knowledge of what he just said.
I mean, if you have like your maturity and everything.
Yeah, I'm saying your exact mindset of
calm
like
back.
right now.
Yeah, yeah,
Going
yeah,
into-
yeah. Then I'll go back to be 12 for sure. But like, if I'm like just have like my music knowledge, and
Yeah, sorry, I meant
and I'm
like-
still have the maturity of a 12-year-old, then it's like I don't know, you
Yeah.
know, I don't know what I guess
But
unpredictable.
you wouldn't though, because listen, you're in a body of a 12-year-old with your experiences.
I guess
and your knowledge.
if you remember like all the trends that are about to come up too.
And that, I was actually going to include that. You
Yeah,
knew
yeah.
everything that was going to happen in terms of music trends and stuff.
Yeah.
I did actually mean to include. Sorry,
So-
Sonny, make sure you're speaking into the mic as well.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
By the way, it's too late. You can't change
Okay,
your,
sounds good. Yeah, yeah.
No, it was a very open-ended question. I didn't
Are we gonna
include
do
a lot
this
of
again? The top rappers again?
stuff. Sonny, you explain your point of view though.
Basically, I said that I will go back to being a 12-year-old because I have my knowledge, my experiences, and I know what's gonna happen and everything. So I'm gonna hit it better.
You can be chilling back and everything like
I'm
that.
sorry.
Sorry, I just if you're talking that way. Sorry,
No,
sorry. I
he's getting into it, bro. It's a passionate episode right now.
The what he said earlier. Anyway, so yeah, I would definitely redo it for sure because like I know exactly what to do better.
Mm-hmm.
You ever had a song that you put out and you're like, damn, I could have mixed this better.
Could have done a lot of things better, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Or even just in life general, man. You could be making so many instead of like making a lot of choices. But it's so hard to say. Because I was gonna say you could not make a lot of the choices you made but maybe a lot of those choices that you made you who you are and everything. So it's hard to say.
Yeah, it's a weird one, but that's a good question. Very good question.
The only thing that would cap me on the second one or on the first option is that I'd never get above 25. Because you never know, maybe with your previous knowledge you could get to the number one artist. And it's
You
a
never
very
know.
nice option to be in the top 50s. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
you never know, you could go a lot higher because
Yeah.
in the first option you're capped at the 25, right?
Second option, you're capped at 25.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
So you're capped at a certain number, and then in the other one, you never know how far you could really go because you have the knowledge and the experience. Sky's the limit.
Boom, boom. Okay, let's do another draft since you're trying to call me out on this shit. We'll do it. We'll do it between all three of us too here. We'll just draft our top 3 favorite sports for whatever reason, whatever that means to you.
Before we do that,
Yeah.
can we take a little break?
Yeah. What do you need?
I gotta use your bathroom.
All right. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Message from
All right, we're back now. So back to the draft. Trav is getting first overall here. Between all three of us, top 3 sports. Let's go.
basketball.
you don't get first overall, bro. Trav does.
I thought I heard winning.
All right, Trav, what are you picking?
I know you guys are gonna disagree, but snowboarding it's a personal pick for me.
No, that's fair. That's
Snowboarding.
Fair. Snowboarding goes first.
It's not like globally watched like basketball or something like that, but just for the pure experience of being at the top of the mountain and getting to the bottom, 1,000% snowboarding for me.
All right, I think we all know what Sonny's picking. Sonny, what are you picking here?
Basketball.
There we go. Okay.
Why basketball? Can we? Are we explaining our reasons?
Yeah. Let's hear it. Why
basketball?
basketball?
It's my favorite sport of all time.
Hey,
And when I was younger, excuse me. When I was younger, like I always had dreams that I would probably like go to the NBA or something. Like I think everybody had hoop
Every young
dreams,
kid.
you know?
Every
Yeah,
young
for
kid.
sure.
Like I used to like sleep with a basketball. Like I would hoop every day. I would practice. I would like do everything I can like that I thought I needed to do to be the best basketball player ever. And obviously that never happened.
It's good to have dreams and ambitions, though.
But
yeah, no, 100%.
yeah, hoop dreams. I think everybody does have hoop dreams.
I think every young kid, every young boy at some point had dreams of being, whether it be basketball or on a professional hockey team or professional. I think that was every young kid's dream at some point, for the most part.
There you go. No, that's very fair. I was confused for a second on what direction I was gonna go with this draft, but I'm just kind of going more strategy, just like a different kind of style. I'm going football on my first pick,
Wow.
just because it's such a exciting like sport when it's not as fast paced as something like a hockey or basketball because it's like a lot of stops in between plays, but. Well, like when there is a big play, it's so like exhilarating. It's such a big sport. There's a big culture behind it. So yeah, I'm gonna pick football.
I'm surprised you didn't say hockey.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I just like football's schedule too. There's only like 17 games a season. It's just like way more. A game means so much more. The average football game means more than the average hockey game.
Very true.
Because there's 82 game or basketball too. Because 82 game seasons for those 2 leagues.
What position would you have played? Would you have played if you had a football team in your high school team?
I don't know. Maybe DB.
Defensive back.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I played.
Yeah, DB. If I was on offense, then I don't know, maybe like a slot receiver.
You never thought you could be a quarterback? You don't jump for the
No,
stars?
no, I couldn't throw that well. Yeah. Either way, your second pick, Trav.
I'm gonna keep it on the way of like leisurely way and go golf.
Nice
Second
pick. That's a sleeper pick.
Yeah, I like it. One thing I like about sports at this age of my life is something that you can kind of just do leisurely. So snowboarding, you can kind of just like, just go down the hill. It's not like you're against anybody or anything. You're just going at your own pace. Golf, same thing. Unless you're playing with a bunch of people competitively, you're just kind of there getting some exercise and enjoying the outdoors. And
Yeah.
then if we're talking about like, just like in terms of viewership, I guess too, the people that love golf. It's huge viewership. And yeah, so golf is my second choice.
No, it's a good pick. Sonny, your second choice.
I'm gonna give it up to tennis.
Yeah, no, that's a good pick.
Let's
I like it. Yeah, tennis, man. Just like fucking chilling out with the boys, just fucking some tennis.
Or even against the wall. Man, playing wall ball with yourself is so
Yeah.
fun with the tennis ball. Like,
Yeah, no, it's a good pick. No, you got me stumped on my second pick. Psych, hockey.
Well, I should have seen no one coming. Goddamn.
Culture is kind of whack, but the sport itself is dope as fuck. And like, there's lots of good parts of the culture as well. I mean, just like the bad parts of the culture are just so whack. But that's like that in any sport. Any sport, I guess. So
anything in general.
Anything in general. So yeah, at the end of the day, exactly.
It's balance.
At the end of the day, hey Boone, what are you doing?
Just licking the tripod.
What the fuck? Yeah, at the end of the day, I like fucking just like throwing around the football with the boys in the wintertime, going to the ODR with the boys, just fucking ripping it. Fucking high exhilarating professional sport. And it's like so fun to go to a game live too. Trav, your third and final pick. Favorite sports. Top sports.
If you don't live in Canada, you might not know this one, but lacrosse is my third and final pick.
That's a good pick. That's a fucking man's sport right there.
You actually play lacrosse?
Yeah, fuck with lacrosse.
That's sick.
Played it since I was like probably like 12 to 19 or 20 or something like that. It was pretty crazy.
You play for like a team?
Yeah, the YMCA Unicity. What area is that?
Well, there's like
Is that Unicity?
Yeah, it's like Unicity, Crestview.
so like
area.
downtown type shit.
No, not downtown. It's more out of the city.
It's like like very West St. James.
Oh wow. I don't
Yeah,
know.
so it was the Shamrocks, and yeah, man, it was a vicious sport. Fucking, it's a lot like hockey, obviously, because you play in a hockey rink, but there's just no ice. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's a wild sport for sure. Your third and final pick, Sonny. I like everyone's little picks here too. It's really good.
Is fishing a sport?
Yeah,
I consider. Yeah, that's actually.
That's
Oh
a great
fuck, that's
pick.
better than mine, honestly.
That's a
yeah,
great
I would have
pick.
picked fishing if I would have thought of that.
You guys have great teams. I'm actually stumped on my third pick now. I won't even lie. Yeah, I mean, I guess like, whoa, what are you doing? If
I think you can't be doing stuff like that. Come here, darling.
bro,
Come here, beauty.
Come here.
Come here, sweetheart. Cause you know she gonna try to like next step is using the fucking thing.
there we go. What a beautiful moment.
No, it's just
She's going right back, bro.
you don't want to cuddle.
I told you, cats are like they ain't loyal.
Yeah, if that was
bro.
a dog, you would have done that.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, folks. A dog with a chill right there.
Lay down.
Come on. Some. No.
Hold it on. Okay, she chills.
Yeah, she's chilling.
This one other time she actually was chilling when I picked her up.
Yeah, no, sometimes she's chilling, but right now
She's active right now.
yeah. Yeah, no, I'll probably honestly go a bit off the board too, but it's in the Olympics. It counts as skateboarding. Yeah.
That's a very good one.
Wrap it up, just I got 2 already, like, crazy league sports, and, like, might as well throw just some more, like, casual for most people, but then
Yeah.
the deadly fucking skateboarders are nuts, man. All the fucking Tony Hawk memes of,
Tony
like,
Hawk,
people,
yeah.
like, recognizing him, but kind of recognizing him.
You look like that guy.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you're not. You look like him from the side, but not from the front. He's, like, literally Tony Hawk. Like,
Who looks like Tony Hawk?
Tony Hawk.
Apparently, he goes to like airports and stuff like that, and then like someone at the airport will be like, "Oh, you look like Tony Hawk," and he'll be like, "No way,"
Yeah.
and it's just him.
No. There's
That
one,
is the weirdest thing ever.
No, there's one where someone's like, "Oh, you look like Tony Hawk." He's like, "I am Tony Hawk." Like, no way, no, you aren't. And he's like, "What? I literally am." Right? And then there's another time when he's in the plane and the flight attendant sees like a skateboard on like the fucking things, and she's like, "A skateboard? Who's in here? Tony Hawk?" And then looks down and it's actually Tony Hawk.
That's so funny.
What's your like favorite event to do, or favorite like outdoor activity you like to do?
Basketball.
What about in the wintertime?
Wintertime. When I was a kid, I actually this one time I went snowboarding, and it was actually one of the most funnest things I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, I agree.
And it was exhilarating.
For
I've
me,
never done it. Sorry.
you go. You finish.
I've never done it again, but if I would get the chance, I would probably. I mean, I guess I could do it now. I don't know.
Man, we should go to Spring Hill sometime or something
I
like
could
that.
just do it.
100%.
Yeah, with this weather, it's kind of tough.
It's pretty much done now. Yeah.
Yeah, hard to tell.
Next season, though.
Yeah, we'll see. Might get another big snowfall. It's a possibility.
You got something.
Yeah,
Well,
what were your two?
I was just gonna say mine too. Yeah, for summertime, my favorite outdoor activity to do is like hiking and camping and shit like that. I love being outdoors, and just like
Yeah.
exploring new places and shit. Especially just like listening to music while I'm doing it, and eating some cremini mushrooms, some oyster mushrooms, and winter time obviously snowboarding, 100%. Yeah, that's my favorite thing. My one of all-time favorite moments in life, I was at like the top of a mountain in BC, just like looking out, and all I could see around me, if you spun 360 degrees, was just more mountain tops everywhere, and there's like just snow gusts in it. It was one of the most beautiful experiences of my life, and like, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. No, if I got more into it, it would be snowboarding for me. But I'm a big, like big rest and like pain relief guy. So I like sauna and like rolling in the snow in the winter, or like a hot tub in the snow type deal where you just relax, like heat cold therapy type deal. That's my shit
That's
in the
dope.
wintertime, like I
You
love
do
that.
like a lot of heat cold therapy.
Yeah, fuck
For real?
with it. Man, I'm finished, bro. That's one major Finnish thing I still do. Sauna all the time.
Man, I feel like, now that I think about it, I feel like Finnish people are probably big on like frequencies and shit like that.
Yeah.
Whenever you think about saunas, you always hear that music where it's like, oh,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
I think about the Mongolian thing when you say that.
Yeah, that was your genetic showing there.
Yeah.
And then in the summertime, it'd probably honestly nowadays be golf straight up.
Yeah,
I love golfing, man. I'm not any good, but I'm fucking have a great time. I keep scoring. I just try to get better, work on little things for no apparent reason. It's just like. It's like, why am I trying to get better? But fuck it, you know?
Yeah. No, the
It's something to
activity of
work
golf
on.
is so fun.
Yeah.
Like,
Is it though?
It is.
me and him we probably went like minimum 10 times
you
or something
too,
like
you-
that.
Yeah,
You gotta
exactly.
come with us sometime, bro. It's fun,
And bro,
man.
I'm not even good. Like some holes, it would take me at least like 10 fucking 10 strokes, and I'd be like sometimes still grabbing my ball and throwing it forward and shit.
You know what the fuck I'm trying to say. You guys never call me out fucking golfing and shit.
next summer, this man in like 2 months.
Next summer is coming right up.
100%, you're gonna be coming out.
I want to go golfing too.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Then come,
You say
man.
you went what 10 times?
I think yeah.
We
Well, we
went a
live
lot.
like right here.
We live right across the street
One day
from
we'd
here.
wake up and we'd find out we both have the same day off. We'd be like, oh, you want to go walk over the golf course real quick?
Yeah, exactly.
Wouldn't you know what I like golfing too?
And the fucking
It's cheap as shit too. It's
Cheap as
$30
shit.
bucks. You go there for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
You just sneak your own beers in your golf bag and shit like that. I don't know if we want. Maybe we could that one.
Well, we don't do that, but you could.
You could.
No, I don't know.
Don't be doing that. Too.
Good. Yeah, no, have you ever tried golf in your life?
One time.
One time?
But I played it on my phone.
Yeah.
And it looks like a blast.
What about mini golf? You probably must have done some mini golf or something.
Nope. But
I caught a master angler when I was a kid.
Wow.
how big is that?
It was only a gold eye, so it was only like
That's still huge for a
that big
gold
or
eye.
something like that. Like
That's nuts.
it was pretty crazy.
That's lit.
That's nuts. Yeah, I reeled up a lot of gold eye back in my day.
That was the only gold eye I ever caught.
Oh, really?
I always ever
That's
caught
insane.
pickerel and walleye and shit like that. Or sorry, yeah, pickerel and walleye are the same.
No, they're different.
Perch, no, pickerel and walleye
Are they?
Perch and walleye are different. Yeah. Pickerel and walleye. It depends where you live. If you live in like Manitoba, it's pickerel. If you live in Ontario, it's walleye.
Oh, gotcha.
And in America, these are all just gibberish to them. So.
Yeah, no, fucking, I love me some smoked gold eye, man. Still. And that's my favorite shit. That's why I always want to go gold eye fishing and reel up a bunch of them.
What's it taste like? Like what's?
I don't even know how to explain it. Maybe like,
I never tried it to be honest.
smoked gold eye is so good, bro. It kind of just tastes just like a nice, like, smoky meat. Like, it's hard to explain. It's just, like, very, very, like flavorful. And,
a recipe for it?
no, you literally just smoke gold eye.
just put it with some butter or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I don't remember exactly, like...
Spark some logos.
But bro, no,
Salt, pepper.
Yeah, no, we literally
Lemon
were
juice.
We literally just had like fucking a bowl of just like straight up gold eye fresh out the smoker, and like that shit was fucking hitting. All we did was like take out the bones and then.
Have you guys ever got those crawfish?
Yeah,
little things?
yeah. My buddy's cabin in Menaki one time.
Yeah, we used to fish those up and we'd fry them up too in butter, and they were super
Yeah.
super good.
Yeah, we did those when we were kids too. That's funny. Cause we had like those crayfish traps or whatever.
Yeah.
Did you guys go camping with like your family when you guys were doing stuff like that, or?
Yeah, no, that was like a family friend's cabin, but like yeah, my parents were there and everything too.
Like how often would you guys like be camping stuff like that, back in those days?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Cause you're like a kid, right? Like you're not like.
Yeah, no.
When
I
I was
feel-
sorry, you go.
Yeah, you live in a trailer park, right?
Yeah, when
So-
I was a kid, the whole summers it was all fucking camping and shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I know.
his summer house was a fucking trailer park
It
spot.
was all straight up for like 3 months straight. I would literally stay there. And it was fucking honestly some of the best times of my life for
Yeah.
sure. Especially like the weeks everyone would go home and shit, and then you're just there, and it's so you gotta find some shit to do. Like
Yeah.
Is that where you learn how to cook?
honestly, no. I learned how to like grill stuff there over fires. Honestly, like we cooked just random shit over fires, like just pierogies and we'd always have a little contraption over fires. So I did kind of learn how to do that, but no, that's not where I learned how to cook.
That's funny. Frozen pierogies on top of a little fucking.
Yeah, we'd have a little gizmo set up and everything. And
that's funny. Right on the fire. Yeah, no, I definitely feel like I went a lot because, like, my grandparents, they had a cabin, so we spent a lot of time out there. And then now, like, we've inherited that cabin, right? You've been there, so.
It's a beautiful fucking cabin.
Yeah, it's a dope spot.
I think it's good for every kid to be out in the wilderness and experience that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I learned a lot of good memories.
Learn how to fish, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was so nasty at it when I was a kid, because my grandpa taught me, and he was like an elite fisherman.
Mm-hmm.
He was nasty. And he was he'd hunt too. He fucking shot a bear one day. He was going deer hunting, and then a bear came at him.
Damn.
Turned, boof, and he's like, oh, shit, guess gotta go back. Took the bear with him, though. Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
What's even more interesting is the fact that you told me he built that by hand, right?
Yeah.
The whole cabin.
Yeah, no, yeah. When he first came to Finland, he was young. He's like 19.
Came to Finland or Canada?
Or to Canada. Fuck, sorry.
From Finland to Canada, right?
My bad. Yeah. So when he first came here, he didn't really have too much. So over time, once he worked his way up, he had met a business partner that believed in him. So he opened up his own company. It's called Finn Woodworks, and he just made a bunch of furniture and shit like that. A lot of house in my parents' hut place is made by him. Whole cabin he made for sure.
That's crazy. The sauna?
Everything, sauna.
Damn, that's crazy.
The gazebo there, literally everything. Yeah.
I wonder how much that cost him in in today's money.
The land was like $5,000 when he got it.
Holy shit! He paid $5,000 at that time.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! That would have been a lot of money probably.
I would assume.
Just trying to think of conversions and shit like that.
Yeah.
What time, like 1940s or something, or earlier than that?
No, this would have been late 50s, early 60s.
Whoa.
Yeah, $5,000 was still a lot of money back then.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge chunk of money. I was gonna say I would assume he probably used wood from
just the area.
land.
Yeah, so probably didn't even pay that much in
Yeah.
labor. I mean, buying equipment and shit. That's crazy.
So do you know how many people would have worked with him at that time?
It's probably just family, friends, people he knew and shit.
It's like his cousins
I don't know, but I actually don't know too much history on it, but I know that it ended up getting pretty damn big. Because I remember when I was very, very young, he'd bring me to the spot, he was already retired and done, but he brought me to his little spot there. And it was a nice little thing, so.
And there's a sauna in there.
Oh, no, at our cottage, yeah. But there were saunas. He built a sauna in my parents' house. He built a sauna in his own house.
Man, one of my earliest childhood memories was my mom was like, "Okay, we all have to go outside." And then I remember we all went outside, and I was like, "This is straight up one of my earliest memories ever," and I can't even comprehend it really. But I remember we were all just watching. We were building an addition onto our house. And then all of a sudden, I just remember seeing 10 dudes come out of nowhere, and they straight up just built this whole thing on right next to our house, and it was just as a kid seeing it all happen, and when I think back to it now, as an adult, I'm just it's crazy how people can just do that. You just have a structure, and then you're just I'm just gonna add on to this shit, and then you just fucking you just add on to it
think about it this way. Right now, I'm Austin has he's in a relationship, right? Imagine your girl comes home and she's like, "Hey man, you know what? You see this wall right here? I don't like this right here. Let's just split this. We'll
put a window in the middle.
You know, redesign the whole thing. Let's just flip it right around."
If my wife ever asked me to do that, I'd be like, I don't know what the fuck to do.
You might have to comply at a certain point.
Goodness gracious.
Now he's like, damn, no.
God, yeah, I don't even know how to do none of that handyman shit. It's kind of sad. It's one thing that our generation, or at least the younger generation as a whole, is kind of lacked growing up.
Do you know who I blame it on?
No.
I blame it on the people who didn't teach us that.
No, I don't blame my grandpa.
I blame it on schools, to be honest, a little bit. Like we could, rather than a lot of the shit we were learning in schools, we could have been learning some handy shit. Like I guess we had the option to always do that if we wanted to, but I would have way rather have been in a handyman class, not in like a handyman to be like a plumber class or something like that, but a general everyday how to take care of your house class than in fucking like algebra class, to be honest. Like.
See, I don't want to say the system has failed us, but the system has kind of... Because, like, you ever watch that video of, like, this dude who was, like, fixing, like, this drywall in, like, the fucking 1940s or something? And he's, like, it's, like, literally perfect.
Oh, yeah. And then you can see the comparison videos and you just see how it's not perfect and shit. Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah.
Man, what about those videos of, like, those, like fucking like Asian kids that are like fucking like building like mud huts and shit, like those
100%.
time
Those are
lapses.
fake.
Yeah, I've seen videos about how they're fake.
You know what I'm talking about?
How are they fake?
Well, because first of all, these guys get bulldozers and they be doing some like crazy fucking types of builds. He's building a fucking pool. He says, "Hey, I'm gonna build a fucking a mid-century motherfucking pool in the middle of nowhere, and I'll make it look fucking gorgeous." Like bullshit.
Goodness, how you feeling?
Pretty shroomed out.
Pretty shroomed out.
Pretty much that.
How much do you take, you think?
I don't even know.
How much is that? What does that mean? How was that? Where'd you get that hat? That hat's sick as fuck.
I bought it for like $45 off a friend. Shout out to the friend for the deal. That was pretty lit. You got a pretty good selection of hats too.
Yeah, not bad.
Why do you wear it so tight though?
I'm not trying to.
I was actually looking at your hat the other day and it was just straight up undone.
Mine?
Yeah, it's undone.
Here's the story behind this, right?
You got it on the one right now.
Yeah, like what do you mean mine's so tight? Yours is too
I
fucking loose.
have a big fucking head, but your point is not even a big head. You just wanted to like you got the.
What's wrong with that?
You just got that little motherfucking.
Okay, I got a question for you guys.
Yeah,
Completely unrelated to what we've been talking about.
let's hear it.
Do you guys want to have children in your life?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that does the thought of having children frighten you guys? Well, obviously it's a frightening thing, but it's like, in what ways does it frighten you? If it does frighten you, or does it not frighten you?
I want to be financially stable enough to take care of my children. I want to have enough money to make sure that they're good for as long as I'm alive. And if I die, there'll be enough money for them to be good for at least like a good while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I worry about. So yes, I want to have children, but conditions apply.
It's gotta be in the
You get me?
right time, yeah.
Yeah. Like I couldn't just have kids and then I can't provide for them because like that shit hurts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want to see my kids grow up in a world where they don't have what they need to have, and I also don't want to spoil my kids. Obviously, I will be there every step of the way.
Yeah, you
to
never
make
want to
sure
spoil
that
your kids.
Things are good and like you're proper because I might be strict.
Yeah.
I'm pretty cheap mentally.
One of the best sayings I've ever heard about parenting was like, I might be butchering it right now, but it said, let me just think about it for a second.
I'm surprised Sonny doesn't have a kid.
Yeah, at this point. The saying was like,
I don't want to have kids right now. That's why I don't got kids.
it's if you baby your kids, then you raise your grandkids. But if you raise your kids, then you get to baby your grandkids.
Yeah.
And that's such a good, it's like...
Say it again. I couldn't really catch that first. I'm sorry.
Okay, so if you baby your kids, then you have to raise your grandkids. But if you raise your kids, then you get to baby your grandkids. So you want to be focusing on raising your kids rather than babying your kids.
That's a pretty good point.
Mm-hmm. That's one of the best concepts I've ever heard about parenting in my life. Like, cause I'd way rather to be chilling as a grandparent and then just be chilling with my grandbaby, just be straight up babying the shit out of it. And then yeah, just have raised my kids right so that they're doing their own thing. Like,
Do you think you're gonna live to a point where you get to see your grandkids?
I hope so. I hope so. It'll be cutting it close for sure.
So you do want kids?
Oh, 100% I'll be having. Yes, 100%. I can't be saying I'll be having kids, but it's probably the biggest dream of my life is having kids. 100%.
Is there any conditions for you?
I would have to be financially ready, and the relationship would have to be like it would have to be a good relationship. It wouldn't be like having a kid to save the relationship or any type of situation like that. Or that would be my only conditions for sure.
Or if it's like already there and it's like, that's my boy, or girl.
Yeah.
Take care of your child type thing.
100%.
Don't abandon kids. Don't be a deadbeat daddy.
Nope.
I can't even speak properly right now.
Boom. Whoa, bro.
Austin, you didn't fully explain those. You said as well. You said you 100% wanted kids, but
Yeah. I definitely do want kids. I definitely, again, similar. It's basically everything what you guys said. I totally agree with. So yeah, you want to make sure that you have a stable setup for them to come into, because you don't really want to. Yeah, no, definitely want to make sure that you're raising a good child and all of the above, and yeah, raising them, not babying them, like you said, and yeah, no, that's basically it. Definitely, some of my best moments in my life are like where I like envision myself as like raising a kid and like wanting to be a good example for that kid and stuff like that. So I already kind of been slowly and surely like getting into dad mode, low key. I think that's also just called maturity, but yeah, I definitely won't hit me as a brick as much as it would have if I was younger, but still got a few more years to. Like I'm not dying to be a dad right now by any means. So.
no.
But I am excited for the future.
How old do you think you will be when you
I don't know, probably early 30s.
early 30s?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be in my early 40s.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, yeah. I don't think I'll do it in my 30s.
It's not crazy to think about though, because like our parents had us at like such younger ages and shit.
And that's the thing. That's what's crazy is that's where I kind of felt I grew up differently from a lot of people. Is my parents were honestly pretty old when they had me. They were like 45 or something like that, 40 when I was. My mom obviously wasn't that old, but my father was, because my dad's 10 years older than my mom.
Gotcha.
My dad, I think, was like 45 or something when I was born. So, and a lot of my friends, they were born and their parents were like 25. A lot of them were born in 19, 20 and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I grew up in such a different environment, whereas my parents were super, and that's where I kind of come from, the raising, like, it's kind of being strict with your kids, because that's the environment I grew up in. It was super, not like in a bad way strict, where it's like, oh, you can't have friends over and shit like that, but like, if I was doing any dumb shit, then they would be making it known that I was doing some dumb shit.
You know, Volas, notice you have a much more maturity than, like, we're literally the same age.
Mm-hmm.
And since I met you, I'm not gonna lie to you, I always thought you were like fucking way older than me.
Yeah. I always
lie.
credit that. People always say that, and I always give it that to my parents 100%.
It took me a while to realize, like, holy shit, we're literally this.
I think I'm younger than you.
No, you guys are the same age.
We're the same age. We're the same age, right?
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Trav's like a couple months older because you got December birthday.
Like, that tripped me the fuck out.
I couldn't imagine having a kid at 20 years old. If I had a kid when I was,
man.
My mom was, she was like 16. Type shit.
Yeah.
and you were born in Africa too, weren't you?
Yeah.
Man, so that's way different than growing up in Canada.
But I'm second born, so I got an older brother and a younger brother. So
Your younger brother was born in Africa as well, or in Canada?
all of us were born in Congo.
That's crazy.
So like 3 of us, and she was young, and that's crazy. Actually thinking about it.
No, it's fucking insane, man.
Well, she was I want to say not 16, like 18 type shit. She
Yeah.
was like around there. She was young.
She was young.
Being a
regardless.
teenager and having a child is that's
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I'm in 3.
Sorry, all
And
three of them were
having
one.
3.
Oh, that damn. And you know what's crazy too is like when humans, like say when we were passing away at like 40 and shit like that. This might be a little, maybe potentially cut this, but yeah. People are having kids way younger than we were. Like they were like 15, 14 having kids and shit like that, and that's crazy.
Yo, you're so correct, man. The other day I was watching the movie The Color Purple for like a couple minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and like this movie is so fucked up. I didn't even finish it. Right? It's a 2 hour long movie, and basically like this old ass 45-year-old, maybe even 55-year-old dude goes up to this family and asks this dude like, yo, he's got like, so this guy has like 2-3 daughters who are like 14 and 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, can I marry one of your daughters? Type shit. And he's like 45, 65, and that was normal. This was like in like 1800s type
Yeah.
thing. This is the movie, The Color Purple. You can watch it. It's The Color Purple, and it was just so wild because that was normal, and like basically the family will be happy if you marry one of his daughters
100%.
because you bring money to them type thing.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter how old he is, because then you're at the age you're fertile.
Yeah.
So you could have a baby. You could take care of. I'm not saying it's okay.
No,
That's
it's
how
crazy,
it was.
yeah.
Look, I'm not saying it's okay.
I just don't think I've ever heard you say that word, bro.
Yeah, no. And if you think about it, like
I'm not saying it's okay in any way whatsoever.
say
Let
say
that
they're
be
only
known.
say they're only living to like 45 years old as well, and they're 15 years old. They're technically, if we're talking our age, they'd be like a 25-year-old or something like that. If say we live to 85 or 90 years old, it's crazy to think about. And imagine if in like 200 years from now, which I don't think this is honestly possible. I think humans are kind of at our like the very point of how old we're able to get. But imagine in like 200 years from now, humans are just like 150 or 160 years old. But I think when I see like 90-year-olds and 100 years old and I just see them creaking around, I'm like, we can't get past that. There's no way we're getting past this. Like,
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even want to be past this. Whatever the fuck comes after this, I don't want to be a part of that.
Honestly though, it's gonna get pretty extreme though, because if you think about it, well maybe not think too much, but me personally, my grandparents have pretty fucking good genes. Like my grandparents have like I seen my fucking grandfather's grandma's fucking take care of him.
Mm-hmm. So they're getting old.
You know what I mean? Like that's
That's good.
crazy.
And it
So-
does run in genes too, because some
Right.
people's genes are all passed
That's
away at
on-
like 60 and shit like
That's
that.
on both sides of my family, so it's like, and they have technology where they could extend your fucking
By the time we're 80, they're gonna have way crazier technology to help us live longer, which is gonna be. And you know what? I personally think the next step that humans are gonna go is we're gonna be transferring. This is gonna sound fucking nuts, but I think this is the way we're going. We're gonna be transferring our consciousness into like computer chips and shit like that, and then we just upload it into another body or something like that.
I know they could do that though, but is that you though?
No, that wouldn't be me. I don't think it's in our lifetime. Potentially, I think that.
Would you do that though? Man, wouldn't that be kind of sick?
I think I would 100% do it. I don't know if I would do it forever.
I would
Like,
listen,
imagine
here's the thing.
1,000 years of just doing
Yeah,
that.
but
Like,
imagine that you couldn't like have anything to do with your old life. Like you were gone with your old life, but you were allowed a new life.
it's uploaded in
I
Yeah,
thought-
and you were
listen.
still you, but they could just give you and you could like pick your body or whatever.
Okay, so what's your favorite game that you play right now?
No, bro, I don't really play too many games. I just play like NHL or like fucking Wii
Doesn't
golf,
matter.
bro.
Doesn't matter. Just pick one.
GTA.
All right. So GTA. So let's say you die, and somebody plays your copy. Oh no, somebody keeps the copy of your GTA. And they watch it, and they maybe could manipulate it a little bit. That's what it would be like. if they could keep a copy of your fucking thing. Just like your memories or whatever. It's not you anymore.
No, exactly. That's the whole point. It's like you start a new life.
Are you okay with that though?
Yeah, I mean, but what else are you gonna do? Go to heaven? Like, I mean, I guess you can go to heaven.
Or it just goes black.
Speaking of
Even
go to
worse,
heaven-
man. Imagine it just goes black. Imagine not even you go to heaven. It just goes black.
Do you believe? What do you even think? Why do we know even what happened when we're dead?
No one. And you know what? Actually, this is kind of crazy. When I was very young, I met this girl. I was like 12 years old. This girl was probably like 30 or 40, and I met her at that trailer park we were talking about earlier.
At the same trailer park?
At that trailer park, yeah. So she might have been crazy.
Oh.
I don't know. She might have been crazy. But she told me a story about how she died. And she went to heaven. And she died for like 12 minutes. And she was like straight up dead for like 12 minutes. And she told me she remembers going up to heaven. There was like loved ones and everything like this. And then all of a sudden her loved one started saying, "It's not your time. It's not your time. It's not your time." Then apparently she just like went back and then woke up in like a hospital room or something like that. And then she told me after that happened, she's like, I'm not afraid of dying anymore. She's like, I'm ready to just, whenever I do die, I'm going to die and I know where I'm going already.
Was it because like it was so like scarily right there?
I don't know.
She could have just like died, but like
She did die and like she already experienced it and it wasn't just black or anything like that. And it was a very weird person I met, to be honest. And she potentially could have just been crazy, but
How did she die?
apparently she was like fixing kind of like a chandelier type thing like that, and she was standing on a stool, and then like something happened where the stool she like tripped off the stool, and then she like hit her head really hard or something like that, and she ended up, yeah. So potentially could have been crazy, but just for someone to be that crazy to have that still happen, it's like what happened to you that's what you thought happened?
Oh man, anybody that like dies for 12 minutes and comes back, like you got something went wrong with your brain there.
And she told me when she came back too, she was very connected to like the supernatural realm. And like at that age, I didn't really believe in that shit. So I was like, oh, this is fucking cuckoo. But like now thinking back to it, I'm like, oh, she was
telling a fucking 8-year-old this shit. Just talking to an 8-year-old about the supernatural realm. Like, fuck, she had something wrong with her, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
what kind of crazy secrets did she give you? Like like did you learn any fantastical?
That just opened my eyes. It opened up my eyes a little bit, opened up my mind a little bit, because I was very scientific back then. I was like, everything's got to be you got to be able to show me exactly how this happened or else it didn't happen type thing. And some things can't be explained 100%.
Hondo P.
That's pretty dope. Shout out to the...
Whatever she's doing right now. Yeah, I hope she's good.
Yeah, no, exactly. I hope she's staying away from stools.
Yeah.
Not opening her brain and not away anymore.
Yeah, I hope she's away from the youth too.
Yeah. Not telling them stories.
Yeah, exactly. Not giving them fucking trauma. My goodness. Yeah, so many kids went home to their parents just crying.
When I die, I'm going to heaven.
Yeah. I can die right now. I'm okay with it. My goodness gracious. Yeah, what would you prefer, honestly? Like, basically, like, because that was, like, the initial thing with, like, the transfer consciousness is basically reincarnation, but specifically in a human type deal?
Yeah.
Or would you prefer to go to heaven if those were your two options in the theoretical?
If I 1,000% knew that I was going to heaven,
Yeah.
without a doubt, I would just be like, oh, fuck yeah, let's go to heaven. If I didn't know what was going to happen, like if I didn't know that I was going to go to heaven, or if it was just going to be black, or potentially go to hell as well, I would definitely pick the option of transfer my consciousness. And I don't think that would be like an everyday person thing. Like I don't think you'd be like a lower member. I don't think you'd be like a low income person and be like, oh, I'm going to transfer my conscious. I think it'd be like an upper middle class to higher class type deal. What are you looking for? Hand sanitizer?
Yeah.
I think we have hand soap. Or dish soap, honestly. We don't even have hand soap.
How much do you think that would cost though to transfer your knowledge?
I think that would be like an upper middle class, if not even just like a higher class level thing. Like
Speaking price
Yeah,
wise,
which one would you do?
transfer my knowledge or go to heaven.
Yeah.
or not even go to heaven, have the option of potentially go to heaven, or it's black, or go to hell, or transfer knowledge. There's all three of those options. Or
Here's the
transfer
thing though. So
knowledge.
do I know for a fact if I transfer my knowledge, it's me?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, it
I'm
is you,
actually
you.
just
Yeah.
I'm dead.
No,
and
it's
whatever
you.
I knew is just being.
It's you, but
It's you.
it's gonna be a different body though. It won't be your body.
I gotta have it. Why stay?
No, yeah, no. If you
know that you're going to heaven, that's the
obviously
only
go to
thing.
heaven.
But there's the other option that you might just go to black, or you might go to hell. There's the two other options.
Because first of all, how do you know that's you?
No, that's a good point. And it's not you as well.
human-
No,
body
you
not
you
you.
basically just be hitting the reset. Like the first few years of your life would probably be really traumatic too, because you'd be thinking
Yeah.
about your old life.
I think that'd be a whole different person, to be honest.
Yeah, you're basically a whole different person, just with the memories of your past. Yeah.
I'd rather just either fade to black, or go to heaven, if that's even an option. Because I'll probably go to hell. Goddamn.
Yeah, and that's what I always.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you? You going to heaven? Are you so sure you're going to heaven?
Hey man, possibly.
What the fuck have
That's
you
what I
done
whenever
in
I
your
talk
life?
to people about death and stuff like that, it's always like people are always like, yeah, when I die, I'm gonna go to heaven. It's like you can't be so sure. And it's like you have to be, if you believe in heaven, then you 100% have to believe in hell, and you can't be so sure that you're gonna go to heaven unless you've like been on top of your shit. And you know you've been on top of your shit, then you very much can't be sure you're going to heaven. Like, and honestly, if you like believe in that shit, there's a very good chance you're going to hell. Like, if you've just been participating in society as a whole, like.
I definitely agree with you. Like, it's like if you believe in a certain thing, it's like if you open a box, you already make the results for yourself, so you believe what's gonna come to it, right? So
It's like
if you
Pandora's box.
exactly. So if you believe you're gonna go to heaven or whatever, and your actions dictate whether you go to heaven or hell, maybe that's what's gonna happen. Maybe you won't. Who knows? You should die and let us know.
If this podcast died, would it go to heaven or hell?
It's going to heaven.
This
going to
podcast
purgatory,
is
somewhere in
this
between.
podcast is going to heaven. God damn it!
Yeah, there we go, baby.
I'm going to hell, but this podcast is going to heaven.
There we go.
You know why? Because one of you guys should probably do us a favor. But if anybody ever does die, let us know where the fuck you go.
That lady, let me know. Already at the trailer park.
We need to get a different perspective, though.
Yeah. For not a crazy
Yeah, we
lady.
can watch some videos. Either way, this has been the Revitalized podcast. I think this is a great episode with the boys. We will be back again. Who knows? We might even film a second one tonight or tomorrow. Who knows? But this one's been good enough. You guys have a great day. Anything else you guys want to say?
Don't yourself. Stay alive. Keep living. Keep striving. Revitalize yourself. Drink some more water. Keep watching the Revitalized podcast. What is this, like
Episode 4.
episode 4? 4th episode. Stay alive. Stay strong.
Keep striving.
Keep striving.
Work hard, do hard, play hard. Boom! Bye.